Okay, so we're going to do 2-point perspective now. And I'm going to go ahead and start with the horizon line, just like we did before. And the big difference between 1-point and 2-point, like I said, is before we were looking at the face of the box. Now we're looking at the corner of the box. And each of these sides go back to their own vanishing points. So let's go ahead and put those in. I'll mark that so you know what this is. It's a vanishing point. And this is a horizon line. Okay, and because we are drawing the corner, we can just start with a vertical line this time. And I'm going to do a real simple one, like that. And now, the top and bottom, these edges go back to my vanishing point. I'm going to do that with my thin pen here. Just like this. I'll do two. One from the bottom and one from the top. And then I'm going to go to the other side, because again I'm looking at the face, and so both of these go back to their own vanishing point. And I'm going to draw these guidelines, or vanishing lines. Okay. Now, just like before, we do have to figure out how big our box is going to be. And this is kind of an arbitrary thing. Like, you just got to make a decision about that. If we had more things in this scene, the scale would be more important. But I'm not going to worry about it right now. We're just drawing cubes right now. And so I'm going to end it here and here. And on my box, that would be this corner, and this one, and this, and this. And now what's different about this is you've got to reverse the, and I'm circling these just to remember those points. I need to reverse the vanishing point that it's going to. So on the front, these go back here and there. But you got to remember on the back, they're going to go to the opposite sides. So let's do this. This one is going back to that vanishing point. This one is going back to the opposite point. And then up here, this is going back to the vanishing point on the left side. And this one is going back to the vanishing point on the right. And if we did it right, we now have, and this is almost like geometry or algebra, we now have our back corners. So we knew where these were, but because we're able to draw those back lines, the two x's, so this x and this x, which would be the back top corner and the bottom corner, need to meet to make that back line. If you did it right, those line up just perfect, just like that. And again, this is a transparent box that we're looking at, so you're seeing all of the lines. In order to make this a little bit more clear, I'm going to give these lines some more weight. So that way, it's a little bit easier for you to see them. One more. Okay, and so we have our transparent cube that is over the horizon line. And again, this is just so that you can visualize it. I'm going to put the sun here. And we'll put some rays coming out of that sun. And this is more just to clarify things. I'm not expecting you to add a light source yet. But let me add some lines so that you can see it a little bit better. And I'll go the other way with these. I'll spread these out a little bit more. Okay, and so that is our cube. Here, I'll go this way so that it's a little bit darker. Okay, now let's do one below the vanishing point, because a part of this assignment that I'm going to have you do is I want you to experiment with placing your box in different places. And so we're going to put one below as well, because the one at the top, you'll see the bottom. The one that's below, you're going to see the top of the box. The further I put my box towards the vanishing point, the less of that side I'm going to see. To a point where if I go too far, it just gets distorted and weird. So you do want to keep your boxes within those two vanishing points. When you're doing a bigger drawing, like later we're going to be making like a cityscape or like a world, you're going to need to have those vanishing points out quite a bit further. I'm keeping these close in right now so that you can see it. All right, let's do another one. We'll go this way just a little bit. And before we do that, let me switch pens. So again, this is the corner that's facing me. And now I need to draw the sides. So this is one side, and this is the other side. Okay. And we've got to figure out where that box ends. So you could kind of visualize this. If I were to line it up with this one, it would make my box a little bit longer. If I was going to keep it about the same proportion, then it wouldn't connect with that. But keep your vertical lines vertical and your horizontal lines horizontal. And you can kind of use the other boxes like a little bit of a reference for that. I'm looking at this one to kind of help line up my lines. Okay, so now I have my back parts of the side, or the back corners in, and I need to go in here and give myself some more guides. I'll do the top first. So now we have the top of the box, and now I'm going to draw the bottom of the box, which you won't be able to see. But we're drawing it transparent, so you can see it. Okay. Ooh, that line didn't quite go. Let's do one more. There we go. And now, oh, I didn't draw that all the way over. I should do that. There we go. And now, where these two back corners meet, or this edge, is the back corner of the box. So just like before, I'm going to put that in. And like I said, we're making a transparent box, so I'm seeing through it right now. When you go to actually make your real drawing, you're probably not going to do it that way. You're going to end up erasing those, but then you're also using a pencil too. Now I'm going to thicken up the lines so you can see them a little bit better. Okay. Oh, missed a couple. Easy to do. Okay, so we have another one. And I'm going to have you experiment a bit. Now, the only difference is, when like I said before, when you go above, you're going to see the bottom. You go below, you're going to see the top. If you go in the middle, you're not going to see the top or the bottom. You're just going to see the corner of the box. So I will draw that really quick so that you can see it. And I think I'm just going to go a little faster with this, so I'm not going to go all the way back with my lines. Oh, let me do this one first. I'm kind of cheating right now. You want to go all the way back with your vanishing lines. But just so you can see it quickly, I'm just going to guesstimate a little bit. And so there is a quickly drawn box in 2-point perspective. And notice on this one, you wouldn't see the top or the bottom because it's right on the horizon. So that's good to remember when you're positioning your boxes. All right, well, hopefully that helps you get started with 2-point perspective. What we're going to be doing next after this part is we'll be talking about how to make objects in perspective, and then also how to create shadows to help really give you an interesting sense of depth, or the illusion of depth. Okay, well, you all have a great day, and hopefully this helps you out.